It's time now for Spears on Sports with John Spears, brought to you by M&M Cartage. And now, here's Johnny.
And Tony.
And Scooter. I made it to Wednesday.
Hump day.
Mike. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. In here on this, my headset.
I just did it
cutting
too.
in and out. We're having,
I don't know what's
Scooter,
going
what's
on.
going on here?
I'm not sure.
It's April Fool's
Well, they're cutting
Day.
the grass for the first time this year out there. I don't know. Are they going over some power? Am I on?
You're on now.
When that happens?
We'll have to live with it.
Yeah, we'll deal with it. It's Wednesday, April 1st, and I'm not kidding about that. Welcome to the program, already in progress. M&M Cartage Hotline's open, 502-384-1450. 384-1450 if you'd like to join in on the conversation. And full disclosure, if you do call or text today, we're not going to believe anything you say. Okay? So if you get us, you got us. Great. We're not going to believe anything. Not till tomorrow. By the way, the Gameday Mens Health text line is open as well, 414-1450. Gameday Mens Health, redefining men's wellness. No shortcuts, just results. Testosterone, peptides, weight loss, sexual performance therapy. Visit GamedayMensHealth.com. Defining a new era in men's health, and hit me up on the text line, 414-1450. Hello to those of you watching on YouTube, listening in your car, listening at home, at work, or on the podcast. We appreciate it, as always. We start with the Max Pack, presented by InsureMax.
Yeah. Floating.
4-0, baby.
Nice.
Easy money yesterday at the brick and mortar. Easy money. And they all were easy wins. All were double-digit wins. Now, Charlotte was a 17-point favorite. They won by 31. Lakers won easily. Detroit with an easy win. And Houston, I watched most of that game. It was on NBC last night. The Rockets took apart the Knicks. Knicks are trending in a downward direction. They could end up the 4 seed before all is said and done, which might not be the worst thing for them because you avoid Boston and Cleveland in that scenario. You would have to play, however, the Detroit Pistons are Detroit Pistons. But Knicks not playing very well last night in Houston, and Kevin Durant took them to the woodshed, basically.
Yep. Big news I just saw on here is Tigers playing this weekend.
Okay. You got me. Oh, my God. He's prepping for the Masters. Okay. Tiger's not going to be in the Masters. He's not going to be in the Senior U.S. Open, which he had already put the paperwork into play. They have golf carts in that, Tony tells me. So I think I might apply for the Senior Open.
No, they won't take you, but you can apply.
No, but you know what? Golf cart, I'm in. But Tiger stepping away from golf, he announced yesterday to seek treatment for his problems. He didn't tell you what his problems were, but that's what he's doing. And also his lawyer entered a not guilty plea to misdemeanor DUI with property damage. I don't understand the not guilty plea. Everybody and his brother knows what happened here.
Yeah, but you have to do that. And
You
then
have
the
to
attorneys go in and
Don't
then
you
they
plead
get
no
it.
contest?
They get it brought down and they pay a huge fine.
Yeah.
It goes to all
He's
that
not going to
stuff.
go to prison.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
that's
not
the
going to
way
do
it
any
works.
community service, or if he does,
Yeah.
can you see Tiger in an orange jumpsuit picking up trash on the side of the road?
Down there in Florida.
Well, there's not much trash in his neighborhood. They usually don't litter the streets there.
No.
But I say we send him to downtown Orlando. Pick up some trash.
At
There's no worse
Amusement
place
park.
in the world.
at the amusement park.
Yeah. Send him to Disney World to pick up
Get
cups
pictures,
and
take him with him holding this.
there you go, holding one of his trophies. Yeah, I like it. So he's going to seek treatment, and I'm not trying to make light of
No,
this
I'm not
at
either.
all because he does need treatment. However, how much treatment can you get when your back or your whatever is in pain is in such pain for him? Because the reality of this is, no matter how much treatment he gets for addiction, he's still going to have that pain. And at some point, I think he still has to be somewhat on pain medication.
Oh,
Does
yeah.
that sound right?
Yeah, definitely. And but, modern medicine has a lot of things to do. And when you have lots of money, you can try different
Yeah.
things. But it still comes down to one thing.
Don't you think he's
If
tried
he was
about everything?
But if he wasn't driving,
Yeah.
this would not be an issue.
Yeah. If he wasn't driving, we wouldn't even know about the addiction because he'd be pouring those pills in and having somebody take him to pick them up from his dealer and go back home.
Well,
now he will have to because he doesn't have a license for at least a year.
If you've ever watched the Rex Chapman, I want to say documentary or whatever you want to call it about how you get addicted on the pain. I mean, Rex Chapman basically about lost everything because of addiction to painkillers.
Didn't he? What was he stealing?
Stole an Apple
out of an Apple
phone.
computer.
Yeah,
Apple store.
I mean, it takes it's really not funny because addiction is a disease, and alcohol, gambling, and drugs can really be bring people down. Now, and being serious about that. I mean, a lot of people's lives have been destroyed by that.
You're right, and we like to keep it light on this show,
Yeah.
but sometimes you got to be serious about it. Here's something I'm serious about, and without trying to make light of this situation. Who's having a worse week, Tiger Woods or C.B. Buckner?
Buckner.
Did you see it last night?
Good grief.
I don't know who the Milwaukee Brewer was, but
Jake Bowers.
Jake Bowers hits a ground ball. It's thrown away at first. He steps on top of the base.
Couldn't be any more simple.
He doesn't clip the base with the front of his foot or the heel. He steps on top of it. They retrieve the loose ball, throw it to the pitcher at first base. He steps on first, and C.B. Buckner calls Bowers out. Now, you had two managers, Pat Murphy of the Brewers.
No, wasn't it a wild throw?
It was a wild throw.
Yeah.
And
so it never even got back to first.
Well, he said he missed the bag. Yes.
Right.
They threw back to first. The pitcher stepped on the bag. Buckner says he's out. He missed the bag. Pat Murphy of the Brewers and, who were they even playing?
Rays.
Kevin Cash of the Rays were smiling at each other while the review was going on. Of course, they're showing it on the board. Everybody in the stadium is going, what was the call?
And she's going, what are y'all talking about?
He is having a bad week.
I'm ready to watch it.
He had the worst grade of umpires behind the plate for the weekend.
88.3%.
And of the challenges that were made, I think 6 out of 8 were overturned. And then this call at first base last night. Now, look, he's got a union behind him. He's not getting fired, so don't think that. The only thing that could happen is they ask him to step down, and he does, but he's trying to put food on the table, so he ain't stepping down. That's his job. That'd be like my boss coming to me and going, I know you got a union, but we need you to step away from the radio. You suck. You're terrible on the radio. That has happened before.
Yeah, it's Terang. He just stepped on the base.
He steps right on top of the base.
And I'm watching Buckner walk towards first base. The first base coach did tell him to go back and touch the base, but that's what you tell him.
And here's the best part.
Or come back to the base.
I think, Scooter, check me on this if I'm wrong. I think C.B. Buckner's the crew chief. So when they go to the replay,
they're cracking up.
He's the one that's got to put the earpiece in his ear and talk to New York, and they're probably going, what the hell did you see? Or what the hell did you not see? How could you not have seen that?
I mean, with what I've seen out of him so far this year, I wouldn't want him umpiring a double-A game.
And Angel Hernandez, the former umpire who got a ton of grief for ball and strike calls, is sitting at home just laughing his head off right now. Now, are these umpires, for the most part, okay with the ABS system? And this, by the way, this play had nothing to do with the automated ball and strike system. But do you think the umpires, Tony, are pretty much okay with this? Because a lot of the times, they're right on the call. And if they call a ball and it's a ball and the catcher taps his helmet to appeal and it's still a ball by like less than a 1/10 of an inch, then the umpire's going, yeah, see, I told you. So they get a lot of them right, even on this challenge system. Are they okay with it? Would you be okay with this?
I think good umpires, I think people,
they want to get it right.
They know they make mistakes. Now, it's
a hard job.
Yeah, I mean,
especially calling balls.
I think most of them are probably okay with it because they know they're going to make mistakes. It's just when you keep making them.
The ones that aren't okay with it are probably
the ones that stink.
The bad umpires. Remember the perfect game that Jim Joyce ruined for Detroit. I forget the guy's name.
Andres Galarraga.
Armando Galarraga.
Armando, yeah.
For Detroit. And it was a play at first. He covered. The guy was clearly out, but there was no replay back then. And Jim Joyce, the umpire, was in tears the next day. He was in tears. In fact, Galarraga had the class to bring the lineup card out the next day and give him a hug and say, hey, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Mm-hmm. But he wanted to get that call right, and it upset him so much, he blew a guy's perfect game.
Yep.
Which doesn't happen very often. Yeah. I like ABS. I like the quickness of it, the decisiveness, the fact that even sitting at home or if you're in the stands, you get to watch the video. You get to see the picture of where the ball was, how far outside the strike zone it was, how close it was to being a ball if it just part of the ball touched the strike zone. I love it. As a fan, I think it's great. Now, the replay system, that could go a little quicker. I saw one last night where the announcers were like, I can't believe that got overturned. And I was kind of surprised myself on a stolen base, safe or out. Looked like there was no tag. They called him safe, and then they overturned it. And I could not find anything on the video.
Yeah, but they have a lot of video. They're not showing you all the video.
New York has more video than they're showing you on TV.
Yeah.
But those calls I wish could go quicker. I wish they could just, New York could say, hey, he's safe. Okay, he's safe. Our bad. But you got to look at a lot of replays. Sometimes you got to look at a bunch to get it right. ABS, though, fantastic. Just fantastic. All right, speaking of baseball, the Reds got shut out by the Pirates last night, Scooter.
No, he didn't.
Well, they got beat 8-3. Might as well have been shut out.
I was like, I watched the whole game.
It was
Scooter. Here we go again.
6-1, and I had it on the secondary TV last night. Back-to-back homers for the Reds.
Yeah.
I think De La Cruz hit one way out of there.
And then Sal.
He's hitting the ball.
Sal Stewart has been incredible. So I'm a big Sal Stewart fan, but he kind of irritated me last night.
Uh-oh.
Reds are 8 for 8 at the plate challenging pitches. 8 for 8. And Sal Stewart decides, I'm a little rookie. I'm going to try my hand at challenging. And he missed it.
And Barry Larkin.
I was so mad.
Let him have it.
I was so mad.
Barry Larkin said he's going to hear about that one when he gets back to the dugout, Terry, because it was a meaningless pitch.
Yeah, it was.
Wasn't strike three.
It was strike one.
It was the first pitch of the at bat, and really
you're down 5 runs.
And really, it wasn't close. I mean, it was a strike easily.
Yeah, they kangaroo recorded him.
The entire ball was in the strike zone. You get Paul Skeens today, Scooter.
Yeah, woohoo.
Against Andrew Abbott, 12:40. So go get you some early lunch here and get some Reds baseball. In fact,
do y'all know Paul Skeens has a 67 ERA?
you texted me that the other day, I think. There are 13 of 15 games today are day games.
Hell yeah.
Moving on, man. They're all.
I will be sitting on my rear end watching a whole lot of baseball today. No doubt about it. All right, what else?
Well, you better get your bets to get all your overs down.
Oh, I will.
Yeah.
I will. American League hurt me last night. There were 3
it's
American League games.
It's a beautiful day. You should go
3.
out and take a walk.
I will.
Do stuff.
I will take a walk at about 6 o'clock between the end of the day games and the beginning of the night games. 2 night games tonight. Our boy Brandon Fott last night had 1 bad inning again, Tony. Gave up 5 runs in the third. Now, Arizona did bail him out, saved him from the loss. So, Diamondbacks came back from a 5-0 deficit and beat Detroit 7-5.
MVP Jose Fernandez.
He hit a bomb.
Hit 2.
I saw the first one, then I hit the sack.
He hit 1 to win the game.
Really?
Yeah.
Bottom of the ninth?
I think it was the 8th. He hit a.
Well, I will say this about Brandon. He
pitched great.
He pitched great after that 5-run inning. He pitched, 1, 2, 3 first inning. Got him out in the second. Gave up 5 in the third. I think he pitched at least 2 more innings, and basically kept them in the game. And they win it late. So congrats to them. My Cubs lose 2-0. That was the shutout I was talking about, Scooter. The wind at Wrigley Field last night was blowing in at 30 miles an hour. Had I known that, I'm betting the under here, but I didn't. I didn't know that. 2-0 was the final score. The Angels over the Cubs, they'll go again at 2:20. And Tony's Texas Rangers.
Texas Rangers.
8-5 over Chuck in the office. Here's Baltimore Orioles. Your boy Pete, the polar bear, hit his first home run as an Oriole. But Texas 3-1, Tony.
4-1.
4-1. I'm sorry.
4-1.
8-5 over Baltimore.
Look out west. Here come the Rangers.
All right, we'll take a break. A little NBA coming up. Preview of the Final Four as well. Basketball Hall of Fame, and a Louisville King coach has already been let go. We'll talk about that. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage, Big X.
What in the world? Hold up.
Spears on Sports,
Hold up.
presented by M&M Cartage on Big X. There you go. Welcome back. Spears on Sports. Hopefully everything's working now.
Time will tell.
Time will tell. Presented by M&M Cartage. John Tony Scooter on this Wednesday.
Hump day.
It is
Mike.
April 1st. M&M Cartage hotline's open, 384-1450.
So is it really Wednesday?
Join in. It is really Wednesday.
Are you April Fool's in us?
Only I know. Gameday Men's Health text line open as well, 414-1450. Get your text in at that number. Don't forget the 2026 Big X Sports Radio golf card is out, and it's by far the best deal in the game. You can play 6 great courses: Park Mammoth, Old Capitol, Elk Run, Valley View, Wooded View, and Christmas Lake in Santa Claus, Indiana. The card is valued at over $350. You can get yours today for $149. Supplies are limited. Get yours at bigxsportsradio.com, or you can call 812-725-1457. All right, Hall of Fame. Basketball Hall of Fame inductees were announced yesterday. This is done every year on the Final Four week. And it started with the women, Scoots. One of your favorites, I think, Candace Parker.
Oh, I love Candace.
I bet you do. And she does a great job on the men's basketball coverage as well.
She does.
I agree.
She won 3 titles with 3 different teams in the WNBA, and, of course, All-American at Tennessee. Candace Parker, probably, I guess, the biggest name to get in. Elena Deladon is getting in as well. I was a big Elena Deladon fan back in the day.
You know, she quit playing basketball in college. She went and she was recruited by UConn, was going to UConn, told her parents, I don't want to play basketball anymore, and went to Delaware, I think State or Delaware, and played volleyball. And her family was like going to disown her. And then she ended up coming back and playing basketball, but she got tired of playing basketball.
I get it.
I want to play volleyball.
You know, these kids today, even on the women's side, they play from the time they're third grade in the AAU all summer and all that. I understand it. Mark Few is getting in, head coach of Gonzaga. I think that's well-deserved. He's been there for a long, long time. He's got a great record there. Been to 1 or 2, Scooter. I think at least 1 or 2 championship games. Doc Rivers will get in, the former Celtics coach, current, I think he's a Bucks coach right now. Is that correct? Yeah, former Philadelphia 76ers coach. He won a title with the Celtics with the Big Three. Amari Stoudemire, former New York Knick, is getting in as well. So those are the 5 new entrants into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
When you think of Stoudemire, you think of the Knicks?
Phoenix, I guess I should, right?
Yeah, I'd go to Phoenix.
Yeah, you know, we're all different ages, Scooter.
I know. That's why I was asking. I just found that curious.
He was just asking, John. Come on,
Was he
man.
just asking?
It's okay,
Just asking
John.
a question.
Just
Yeah.
asking, man.
You're just
Take it
breaking
easy.
him. You're breaking him.
All right, so the Louisville Kings lose their opener to Birmingham 15. Was it 15-13?
Yeah.
I think was the
Yeah,
final
they lost
score.
by 2 because they could have kicked a field goal, but they threw an interception.
And then a couple of days ago, Brino Giacomini, remember him? Played at Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of the coaches. He tweeted this out. Thank you for the opportunity, Louisville Kings. Good luck the rest of the season. I will support the Kings and the community of Louisville as always, but I was fired as a coach after the loss. Hopefully they find the right IT/running backs coach to fill my position. Go Kings. That's pretty quick to pull the plug on somebody. Now, you never know what's going on behind the
that's what
scenes,
I was gonna say.
off the field, that kind of stuff. But if it was anything embarrassing, then you don't post this, right? You don't post that you got fired by the Kings one day after the first game of the year, which was a 2-point loss. I just found it weird. I'm not going to delve into it because it's the Louisville Kings of the UFL, and I really don't, have a vested interest in this.
John didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it, and I probably won't watch
Scooter
it.
did, and I did. Because we support our home.
Well, maybe this week I'll bet on the game, and that'll make me watch it, right? Because, I
you
have a
go.
problem, right?
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, that's good. Speaking of football, the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to play their 2027 season home games in Orlando.
What?
Yeah, where do they have the Camping World Bowl? That's where they're going to play, wherever that is.
Why?
Because of construction on their stadium. Now, I've been to Jacksonville, and we rode by the stadium numerous times when I was with Bellarmine, and they got cranes everywhere. They've got stone and concrete everywhere, and they are doing a lot of renovations. But apparently they're going to play there this season, and then the main renovations are going to take place after that, and they're going to play their 2027 season in Orlando.
Well, that sucks.
If you're the NFL, why don't you just move them to Mexico City for a year? Or move them to England for their home games, just for 1 year, on a trial basis, just to see, because there's no doubt in my mind the NFL wants to expand overseas. They want to have a team in England or in Germany or one of those places on a regular basis. They want that. So tell Jacksonville, no, not Orlando. We're going to put you in Wembley Stadium for 8 games or 8 or 9 games during the 2027 season. Here's the other thing in the NFL that made me laugh this week. They had coaches, GMs, owners meetings in Florida this past week, 2 days of meetings this week. I think it was Monday and Tuesday. Kyle Shanahan, head coach of the 49ers, is angry with the Rams because the Rams-49ers game is going to be, I believe, in Australia. And Kyle Shanahan is convinced that the Rams lobbied for the NFL to put that game in Australia because he knew that if they played in SoFi Stadium, the Rams' home field, San Francisco would have a home field advantage because of the crowd. And he's mad at the Rams basically for taking away another home game for the 49ers. So he wants the rematch, which should be a 49ers home game, to be in Mexico City. He wants to put it in Mexico City.
Be a smart move.
Here's what I like about the whole situation. A coach calling out another coach or calling out another organization. These two teams are in the same division. They're both, you would think, playoff contenders, Super Bowl contenders. They've got good teams. And Kyle Shanahan said, look, Rams are being babies because we take over their stadium when we play them in their stadium. I love it. Tony's tired today.
I'm
nothing to say.
I'm just listening, man. What do you?
Just listen.
I told you what I thought. I thought it was a good
You're
move.
part of the show.
I know it.
I want you to just listen.
I said I thought it was a good move. I think it's smart.
Scooter, you have any input on this situation?
Nope, none at all. I'm just
That's
listening.
great.
Yeah.
Just listening.
John's been
Wonderful.
talking. He's been rolling. Right, Scoop?
Let him roll.
He's just been rolling. We just
Look,
been letting him go.
Guys,
You're rolling, John.
it's 10:31. I'm out. My notebook is empty. I'm out of stuff.
I'm looking at the Masters odds over here.
You guys, all right, there he is. Hang on. There he is. He's back. He's bringing something. Come on. Masters odds. Scooter gave us the winner.
Yeah, he already did. That's why I had to look
I don't
it up.
want to tell the listener who it is because I don't
Bring
want
the odds down.
them blaming Scooter when they lose.
No, I don't want them bringing the odds down. That's a good point.
So we're not going to say who it is. But it did get us looking at the Masters.
It did. I just took me a little while.
The favorite has got to be Scheffler still, even though he hasn't played the best golf so far this year. I'm guessing, without looking at it, he's got to be the favorite.
Plus 426.
Is that worth it?
No. With the 100 and whatever golfer.
It's 4.25 to 1.
Yeah,
He just had another kid. He's not winning.
If you bet 100, you get back 450.
you get back 426.
426, 526. What you get back?
Yeah.
You win 426.
Yeah.
So
Who do you think the second favorite right now? There's two people tied.
well, Rory won it last year, so I'd say Rory.
No, he's the fourth pick.
Well, that's pretty close.
DeChambeau.
DeChambeau's one of them.
Really? Yeah, I don't see that.
And the other one is a live golfer, too.
It ain't
John
Tiger.
Rahm.
John Rahm.
Rahm and DeChambeau are 10 to 1. McIlroy's 11.5 to 1. Xander Schauffele's 13 and a quarter.
He's played well lately.
Oberg is 15.5. Cam Young's 19. Matt Fitzpatrick is 19. Tommy Fleetwood is 19. Everybody else over 20.
How about my man Gary Woodland?
I didn't see Gary.
Because he got into the Masters by winning last week. And if he hits, of course, nobody other than Tiger hits the ball the same every week. But if he hits it like he did last week.
Yep. I'm betting on Fred Couples.
Come on.
Well, he'll be in the top 10 after the first round.
Always.
And then I think he goes out and parties on Thursday night and celebrates a little bit. And he'll make the cut. He always makes the cut.
John, I'm at 50 to 1. I haven't found him yet.
Oh, good. That'll be an easy $5 winner.
Maybe he's not odd.
Did you say Fitzpatrick was 19-1?
Yep.
What?
That's what I just looked at on DraftKings.
That's not my pick anymore.
Masters tournament winner.
The Masters is still a week and a day away. So we've got the Texas Open this weekend. But, Masters still a little way away. All right, NBA last night. I don't want to brag, but I was 4-0.
Really? Did we?
Yeah.
I'm glad you told everybody that.
Orlando over Phoenix, 115-111. Our Magic, Tony. They've again. I think Scooter pointed out that all the playoff teams are set, right?
Yeah.
So
it's
Orlando,
not in their right seed.
they're not set in the right spot, but all the teams that are going to be in the playoffs, we know.
Yep.
Desmond Bain had 21 in the win. Devin Booker, former Cat, 34 in the Phoenix loss last night. Charlotte over Brooklyn, 117-86. Brooklyn is so bad. Brandon Miller, 25 for the Hornets.
They wouldn't have made the Final Four.
Brooklyn. Wow. That's insulting.
And to answer a question for you, it's not the Masters, but the Valero this week.
Valero,
your
Texas
guy,
Open.
your guy Gary Woodland is 19-1 this week.
I'm surprised he's playing.
Yeah.
You win, you go through all that hullabaloo, you clinch a spot in the Masters. I would not be surprised if he withdrew this week. Of course, they start tomorrow. I would have thought he would have done it already.
Yeah.
And go down and maybe play around at Augusta and get ready for that tournament. Detroit beat Toronto. Our Pistons 127-116. Jalen Duren 31 points, 9 rebounds. And Tony, the Detroit Pistons have clinched the Central Division. That doesn't mean anything. We want them to clinch that number 1 seed.
Third best record in basketball.
Houston over the Knicks, 111-94. Kevin Durant, 27. Karl Anthony Towns, 22 points, 8 rebounds in the loss. I don't know what's going on with the Knicks right now. Part of the problem is they don't get the ball to Karl Anthony Towns enough. Brunson wants to score, and he is a great scorer. But when he's on the court, it feels like the other 4 guys, whether it's OG Anunoby or Josh Hart, they're standing around a lot watching Brunson do his thing. At least that's what I got last night. Milwaukee over Dallas. Dallas is right there with Brooklyn, by the way, as stinking. 123-99. Ryan Rollins, 24 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists for a guy you never heard of. Lakers beat Cleveland 127-113. Luka, 42. He became the 10th player in history. 600 points in a month. And he's only the second ever to do it in March, the other being Michael
And he didn't play the other day.
Jordan. Well, you get 16 technicals, you got to sit out a game. Portland beat the Clippers late last night, if you weren't awake, 114-104. Drew Holiday, 30 points for the Blazers. I'll give you a couple winners after the break. 4 winners I hope to give you after the break. ESPN tonight, Boston at Miami, 7:30, and San Antonio at Golden State.
Kids on fire. You better listen.
10 o'clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the 9 games tonight, double-digit spreads.
Hey, by the way, John, a texter says John going 4-0 might be the biggest April Fool's joke I will hear all day.
Oh, come on. It's true. That's a great point. Yeah, we'll try again. 7-1 last 2 days.
Pretty good.
In the NBA. So, and I do not consider myself a guy that studies a lot of NBA stuff. I'll watch some games, but I don't have any idea who's playing, who's not playing.
Well, part of gambling is getting lucky.
I have no idea who's playing in some of these games. Atlanta's at our Magic tonight, Tony. Atlanta's 4.5 in that one. By the way, Celtics are 5.5 on the road at Miami, and the last game of the night on ESPN, San Antonio 13.5 over a depleted Golden State. I'm assuming Wemby and Castle and De'Aaron Fox and all those guys are going to play for San Antonio tonight. All right, Final Four here coming up Saturday. No Roger Ayers.
And no Brooklyn.
No Roger Ayers. Brooklyn's not in the Final Four. Did the referee committee decide to keep Roger Ayers out of the Final Four because of the not even an incident, because of the meeting of the foreheads, Danny Hurley and Roger
Danny
Ayers.
Hurley said he thought he was going to chest bump.
What are you thinking? Danny Hurley's an idiot.
I know that.
He's a great coach. His players love him. He wins in March. I don't take nothing away from that. But he's an idiot. Why would you think for a second a referee is going to chest bump you when your player hits a game-winning shot with under half a second to go? Why would you think that? Did he think that, or is he just playing with the media
I
here?
think he's playing with the media.
Roger's a friend of mine. I thought he was going to chest bump me there. I was so excited, and he didn't jump.
You don't know what Danny Hurley's going to do.
But did this affect Roger Ayers getting a spot in the Final Four? Now, NCAA says no.
Yeah, I doubt it.
No,
they're not going to worry.
We didn't take that into consideration at all. This is all based on merit, and guys get graded throughout the tournament, and that's what this is. But
and they want different referees. They don't want the same guys.
Yeah, but if you see the list of referees, these aren't different referees. It's Jeffrey Anderson. It's Doug Schaus. It's Doug Sermons. These are all the same officials you see. Every Roger Ayers is a guy, and he's retired, so I can say this now. Scotty Davenport told me a long time ago, Roger Ayers gets a game. He'll do 7 games in a week or 6. And these guys make so much money at that level doing those games that some of these guys are millionaires, but in a coach's opinion, they're overworked because you do a game, you're on a plane the next morning, you're doing another game that night, you're on a plane the next morning, you're doing another game that night.
It's a 2-hour game, and you're flying in going to a hotel room. How many hours a day did you work, John?
Tony,
you worked 2.
And you know what? It was a 2-hour game, and I was exhausted at the end.
No, I'm talking about real work.
Oh, real work?
You did. You worked 2 of the 8 hours, right? Sometimes 10.
Well, it was post office. Sometimes I didn't work any.
Yeah. So, it's a job, just like anything.
I worked.
Everybody has.
How many hours did I work?
Everybody
I put in 12 a day.
I know you did. You worked hard. I'm just joking about that.
Come on.
But
April Fool.
think about it. Everybody has a job they have to go to and work 8-10 hours a day. All they're doing is prepping, flying, and prepping, and doing a 2-hour game. Life ain't that tough.
These guys are for the most part, these guys are not young anymore.
Right.
I don't look up, see how old Roger Ayers is, Scooter. He's not young to be going through that travel and doing that many games in a week.
But they're not going east to west coast. They're setting they're having schedules set up where they're not going far. I can understand that, but on the other part, those guys are in good shape. They're not going to another job before they go do that. So
And here's the other thing: the teams, they want the best referee.
Yes.
So if you're Kansas playing
Roger
Kansas
Ayers
State
is a good referee
on a Thursday night, you don't want a slap whatever referee doing your game. You want the best guys doing your game.
How many times after a game you go, man, Roger Ayers was terrible?
Not very often.
Not very often.
Roger Ayers is
good referee.
I agree. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. You ready with the music here, Scooter, or is it not going to work again?
Hold on.
We're good.
Birthday's coming up. Max Pack. Final Four preview. Spears on Sports presented by M&M Cartage. Big X. Welcome back. Spears on Sports presented by M&M Cartage. John, Tony, Scooter, final segment on this Wednesday.
Woohoo!
M&M Cartage hotline is closed.
Shut it down.
Gameday Men's Health text line still open, 502-414-1450. Any text to the show, Scooter?
One texter says, John, don't feel bad if you don't know who's playing in the NBA games. I follow it, and I have no clue who's going to play from night to night. That's a big problem for them.
I know Celtics, Jason Tatum was out the other night for injury management. It wasn't load management. It was injury management. So does that mean the Achilles was a little sore after a couple of games, or did he bang his shoulder against the stanchion? I don't know what happened.
Could just be a different word for using.
He ate some quesadilla and had some intestinal fortitude.
No, that was Anthony.
They're
Edwards.
just saying load management because he was hurt. We're not. That sounds better.
Yeah, that does. It does sound better. 414-1450, that is the Game Day Men's Health text line. Now time for, and it's not good today, Scooter, birthdays. I got some ladies on here today, but just, I don't know how exciting it is. Tony, Annette O'Toole is 74 today. She was in One-on-One with Robbie Benson. Remember that one back in the day? She played his girlfriend. She was also in 48 Hours with Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy. Annette O'Toole, Scooter, she's a ginger, 74.
Back in the day, we'll go 3.
Yeah, Annette O'Toole could bring it up. I was shocked she was that old. That just makes me feel
She's in Virgin River, and she doesn't look good these days.
Well, that's to the point.
I did not realize.
That's to the point right there.
Yeah.
Happens with the
I don't
best of
watch.
us.
You watch that Virgin River, right?
Yeah, and it's funny because I did not know that was her.
From One-on-One back in the day.
From
One-on-One
some of the old
was
ones.
1978, maybe? That was a long time ago. Taron Killam, Saturday Night Live fame, is 44 today. Who's he married to? He's married to one of the other Saturday Night Live people. Debbie Reynolds, born on this date, 1932.
Oh, this ought to be good.
Sound of
Would
Music.
have been 94 today. No, that's Julie
That's
Andrews.
Julie Andrews, isn't it?
Debbie
She's
Reynolds.
been in a bunch of.
Debbie Reynolds was a
Yeah, you're right.
stage actress, movie actress, singer, very talented lady.
Hard to get a gauge when it's black and white, but
And she's the mother of the late Carrie Fisher.
how about that?
How about that?
We'll give her a 3 as well. Why not?
Allie McGraw. The movie was Love Story with Ryan O'Neal.
I know John liked her.
Allie McGraw is 87 today. I told you it wasn't a good day, Scooter.
5.
5?
April Fools.
Okay, you got me.
We'll go 3.
Oh, God.
She had the look back in the day.
Yes, she did.
The older day look.
Back in the
She looked good.
70s
Yeah,
and 80s.
70s.
Sean Taylor, the late Washington Redskin defensive back, born on the state 1983, died in 2007. Sean Taylor. Gabe Davis, he was a Bill. Is he
Number
who's he
13. I
with
know
now?
this one.
Is he still with the Bills?
He is with.
I don't think he
They
is.
brought him back, and then he went somewhere
He's
else.
27 today.
They don't have him listed on with a team.
That's interesting. The Lopez brothers, Brooke and Robin, how do you think they are today?
They've probably been in the league for 10 years, 12 years.
Drag in.
Longer than that.
I bet they're close to 40.
They're 38.
Yeah.
I was going to say
Now, I
about
know
35.
Brooke is still playing, still starting. Is Robin still in the league?
There's no way. No, he's not.
doing commercials.
He's not. They do funny commercials. I will say that.
He has that hair. They said, we can't keep you there.
Caveman.
New York Nick Mitchell Robinson is 28, still trying to learn how to shoot free throws.
23.
That sounds right. Mark Jackson, former
13.
Nick and Pacer, is 61 today, former Pacers coach.
I'll bet
as well.
anybody on that one.
61, Mark Jackson. I'm giving ages. Tony's giving jersey numbers in case you're just joining the show for the first time. Rusty Staub, the Le Grand Orange.
Oh, man, there's a good
Played
one.
for the Expos and the Mets. DH. He was born in 1944.
Come on, Tony. You got this
13.
one. Close.
He has everybody
it
as
was
13 today.
10.
10.
Phil Necro,
35.
Atlanta Braves. 1939 was his year of birth. Nuxie, as they called him. He one of the last great knuckleballers in the league. Are there any knuckleballers left in the league? I don't think there are.
I can't think of one.
Now some guys
I'll throw one every once in a while.
throw a knuckle curve, but not the knuckleball that's just going 60 miles an hour and darting in and out.
Was R.A. Dickey the last one?
He might have been.
Or Tim Wakefield?
Wakefield.
He passed on.
Tom Candiotti. Yeah. Phil Necro, born in 1939. Mike McCoy, former Chargers coach, I believe, 54 today. And Bo Schembechler, he is having a party up in heaven because Michigan's in the Final Four. The former Michigan football coach and athletic director, born on this date in 1929, would have been 97 today. Bo Schembechler. The old Bo and Woody Hayes rivalry was
awesome.
Great until Woody punched a player and got fired.
Yep.
Right? All right, let's do the six-pack, now called the Max Pack. Max Pack brought to you by Chad Hennessy with InsureMax, proudly serving the Louisville area for over 25 years. Call Chad at InsureMax today for all your insurance needs, 479-4085. Atlanta at Orlando. The Magic with a win last night. They're going back-to-back, and Atlanta's a 4.5-point favorite on the road. I'm taking the Hawks here to win this one handily on the road after Orlando. They had to play the full 48 last night in their win over Brooklyn.
But they're at
over
home,
Phoenix,
man. They're at home.
I know, man.
You just lost your streak.
Take it easy.
Going for you, dude.
The Knicks at Memphis. Memphis is one of those teams that just doesn't care anymore. The Knicks trying to bounce back from a road loss to Houston last night. They're giving 14.5. I'm going to give the 14.5 and take the Knicks here.
What do you think, Scoot? 0-2?
We'll give
Well, I am due to lose.
1-1.
If you're just joining the show, I was 4-0 yesterday. I don't know if I mentioned that. Denver at Utah. This is another one of those. That team's good. That team's bad. I'm taking Denver, giving the 16.5.
He's doing what the normal bettors do. He's taking the best teams.
You know what? I gave 3 out of 4 last night.
I know, but that was last night.
I know. I haven't even picked a fourth one yet. Let's see. Where can I get some points here? How about – no, they're terrible. Well, you know what? How about Sacramento at Toronto? I'll take the 13.5. Toronto coming off back-to-back. They lost to Detroit last night. Sacramento, I don't think, played last night. So give me the team that's well-rested and 13.5 points. So Hawks, Knicks, Kings, and Nuggets, that is your max pack. And you know what? If you want to give me some money, I'll stop and bet it the other way for you, Tony. I'll do that.
Tony, Rangers going to win again today?
No, they'll lose today.
Did you see, by the way?
Getaway day, they'll lose.
Speaking of the Rangers, did you see the New York Rangers and New Jersey Devils hockey fight last night, Scoots?
Great fight.
The Jersey goalie decided he'd given up 4 goals. He was frustrated, and he just wanted to hit somebody. So he skates the length of the ice to fight Shesterkin, the Rangers goalie, and it did not go well because he got his butt kicked after he went whatever it is. How far is the ice rink?
Great question.
80 yards. It's not that long. 50 yards. He skates down there, and he just gets pummeled by Shesterkin. There's nothing better than a great playoff hockey game, but regular season hockey goalie fights, they're right there.
200 feet long, 85 feet wide.
200 feet. That's two-thirds of a football field.
And which one started it?
Whoever the Jersey Devil goalie is. I don't know.
It should have been the Ranger one because they'll miss the playoffs for the second straight year.
Well, Jersey was getting beat 4-1, and he just decided, you know what, I'm done playing tonight. I'm going to skate down there and fight the other guy.
That's why the Rangers goalie whooped him, because he's not happy about the team.
I guess. Yeah, the Rangers are my Rangers, I must say, are a big, big disappointment.
Hey, do you know that the Oilers shut out the Kraken last night 3-0?
I did know that.
Okay.
Does Patrick Murphy know that?
Well, we're only 2 points behind the Ducks.
It doesn't really matter.
I know. You know what? They've got the least amount of points of every other division has at least a team with 100 points. 87, I think, is winning that division. That division stinks. But watch out for the Oilers in the playoffs, like every year.
Is the NHL the hardest to predict when it gets to the playoffs?
I think so. It's so long.
I mean, Florida's been
games.
so good lately. They were kind of an easy pick, I thought, to
Still
win it all.
hard, man. They play so many games.
Is Florida the favorite going into the playoffs? I would think so.
I don't-
Scoots, am I
I
wrong
don't
about
think
that?
so.
I don't think they are. No,
You don't?
I'll look it up real quick.
Is
Yeah,
Dallas
I
the
don't
favorite?
think
I
so.
think Dallas is really good.
There's
right?
some teams got a lot of points, man.
Has Florida won 2 in a row?
Yes,
Stanley Cup?
beating Oilers both times.
Yeah, well, that's why I knew that then, I guess, because we bet the Oilers every year. Maybe we should have bet Florida this year and the Oilers, and that way maybe we get one
The
right.
Avalanche are the favorite.
Colorado.
And then followed by Tampa Bay, Carolina, and Dallas.
So
and if you
Florida-
can remember,
Florida's not even top 4?
back to the start of the NHL season, I told you your Stanley Cup matchup was going to be Colorado and Carolina.
There's no way he did that.
I did.
Is that another April Fool's joke?
No.
Can you
that was
pull the
legit.
recording back
Yeah,
up
do
so
you
we can
have the-
verify that?
I'll try to find it.
You know how long it would take you to find that?
Long time.
Unless you got really, really
Long
lucky.
time.
Florida is actually, I mean,
I'm looking too. They're way down there.
Oh, really?
They're not even on the list.
They must have lost everybody.
They are 32 plus 32, 33.
That's a big number.
Yeah,
I got to
they're-
bet that.
No, you don't.
Scooter, it's a value bet.
I know, but you don't have to bet it.
Oilers are 10-1, and the Golden Knights are 11.5-1.
All right, Reds and Pirates today in Cincinnati, 12:40. They used to call these businessmen specials. Remember that, Tony? I don't know if they call them that anymore.
It's called Getaway Day.
But Paul Skeens against Andrew Abbott, good matchup. Skeens, I know he's 0-1, Scooter, and I know his ERA is 67. All right? But I bet he brings it down today.
Take the under.
I bet he brings it down today.
7.5.
Take the
is
under.
over and under.
Well, they had trouble hitting Bubba Chandler. I'm not sure they can hit Paul Skeens.
Freaking Bubba.
Reds are plus 124.
They ain't winning.
do you-
Unless they get to the bowl.
All right, Tony, if you were betting, you like home teams on getaway day or road teams on getaway day?
Home team.
Home
Always
teams?
home team. But I don't like it because Skeens pitched so bad in the first game. You know he's going to come out and mow him down.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob deGrom looked pretty good last night early. Now, the Rangers scored some runs for him. But, Tony, your Rangers are, as you mentioned, 4-1. And they'll play
And
Baltimore.
they started with the Phillies and the Orioles. They're not playing the Marlins and
You're
the
right.
Rockies.
No, it's fair. You get Nathan Eovaldi going today for your
Good pitching
Rangers
staff, man.
against Tyler Rogers. So
Gore, DeGrom, Eovaldi.
that's
Oh,
3.
I mean, I'd have to look up the rest of them, but their pitching staff's good.
Uh,
I'm missing somebody really good.
My Cubs will be hosting the Angels again today, trying to win that series. Each team's won one game in that series. Cubs send Matthew Boyd against Kikuchi for the Angels. No Hoosier report today, but we're not going to stay on for another hour. I'm sorry to the fans. Back at it tomorrow. Thanks for listening. Spears on Sports presented by M&M Cartage. Big A.